Gabrielle Union is a star in her own right. Right now, she's hitting late night and morning talk shows to promote her new TV series, Being Mary Jane. But it seems what everyone is really interested about is her relationship with Miami Heat superstar guard Dwyane Wade. They've been dating for 2 years and recently got engaged. But right before the New Year's Day, Wade admitted to having a baby with another woman.
You look confused, Vinny.
Wade says he fathered the child while the two were on a break. But Union was tweeting love messages and posting pictures of both of them 9 months before the child was born. Oh, boy. Jawn Murray, editor-in-chief of alwaysalist.com, is with us. Christy Paul, HLN producer, Letitia Lance. Welcome, everyone. Jawn, I have to go ladies first. That's the way it works on this show. All right?
Thank you,
I'm with it. I'm with it.
All right. So I don't know. I'm pretty good at math. You know, 9 months is usually how long it takes to have a baby. What's?
Well, it's 10 if you want to be technical about it.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Okay, so maybe they were on a break.
But if they were on a break, that's a very short window. Yeah. You know.
Well, it only takes what, a few minutes of a break, right?
You said it. I didn't.
Yeah, you put the 24-second clock up, and you're on a break. Wow. Are you surprised though that all this is happening the way it is?
Well, surprised that she's coming out and not talking about it per se. I mean, the thing is, she knew what she was getting into when she accepted the ring, right?
Right.
So she knew what the situation was long before we did. And
She knew about the baby.
Yeah, long before we did.
Oh, okay.
But I think if you peel back the curtain on a lot of people's relationships, there may be things that you're not necessarily into that other people will go for. I have friends who are very big on, or I'm particularly very big on, men opening doors, opening car doors, things like that. And other friends, not a big deal to them. So this is
having a baby with another woman? Big for some women? Jawn, what do you think here? This is what do you think first about the term taking a break? I mean, it became very famous on what was that show? That famous show, Friends, right? Well, do you think they were actually on a break, or is that a cover story?
Well, late last year, someone very close to this couple told me that they were having some issues and that they were breaking up. But they weren't going to publicly announce it because this couple is very popular on the blogs. They've made lots of headlines and lots of gossip pages because of the lawsuits with his ex-wife, Siobhan. So they didn't want to announce that they were having this breakup because he was about to go into the NBA playoffs and they ultimately won the championship. She was shooting Think Like a Man 2, hosting the BET Honors, and starting pre-press for the movie version originally of Big Mary Jane. So they kept on a public facade so that people would not look into the relationship. Meanwhile, the Miami newspapers were reporting that he was spotted out with this other woman, that he was going into an apartment building with her. So people who were paying close attention knew that they were on a break, even though on social media, they were giving the impression that they were still together. Now, around the time that they won the championship, they did kind of fall back in love. He did make her aware of this other relationship. And by this point, I'm told he realized that the woman he impregnated was a bit of a wackadoo, and he wanted out of that relationship and wanted back with Gabrielle Union. And hell, 4 years of a long relationship, they got back together.
So complicated.
Kudos to Gabrielle Union, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Really.
And I wish them the best, and I wish the best for that healthy little baby.
To move forward and, you know, be accepting of it.
Let's go from Dwyane Wade to Satan, okay? A satanic group in Oklahoma unveiled designs for a 7-foot-tall statue of Satan that they want displayed at the Oklahoma State Capitol. They want near the location where a Ten Commandments monument now sits. Is this a real push for religious freedom, or is this a bunch of baloney? It's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? It's baloney. This is a guy just trying to make some headlines and make some noise. Well, they say that,
you know, this is a New York-based satanic temple is where this is coming from. And, you know, they say that the spokesperson for the temple says the statue will serve as a beacon calling for compassion and empathy among all living creatures. But I looked up the definition of Satanist because I'm like, what exactly is that? And it says it is the worship of Satan or powers of evil. And I think what's most disturbing when people look at this image is the children. Yes, the children. And they say that the place that the statue will have his lap, obviously, so people can go sit there for, quote, let me get it right, inspiration and contemplation.
Yeah. So it's baloney. It's baloney. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's move on to this. Because
more important things.
There may be a Velveeta shortage, and this is right before Super Bowl Sunday. They didn't say why. Some are suspicious, and I mean...
I'm suspicious of what it is.
What it is? Let's go. Jawn, Velveeta.
Shortage. Is that
going to impact your life?
Yes, because it makes for the best macaroni and cheese. Look, I used that Patti LaBelle cookbook one year and used her recipe for macaroni and cheese. My life has never been the same. Forget Super Bowl Sunday. What about macaroni and cheese all year long?
I just want to show you what kind of gentleman I am, Natisha. I'm an old-fashioned.
Okay.
Put that camera on. Put that camera on.
There you go.
There is a Velveeta shortage, but Natisha, I want you to have my last box of
Thank
Velveeta.
you so much.
Okay?
Thank you.
You see?
Perfect gentleman, Vinny. Perfect gentleman.
Exactly. That's
glad
what
you
a
gave it to
gentleman
her.
should do.
I just want to know who's been eating all the Velveeta cheese, that there's a shortage. Because we're all in this new groove of being healthier, eating whole foods.
Isn't it healthy? Velveeta, isn't that more healthy?
Okay, listen,
You don't
I
have to
looked it up. It's made from whey or milk plasma, which is the liquid remaining after milk that has been curdled and strained.
Okay.
There's
So it comes from a
nothing
cow?
about
It doesn't have to go in the refrigerator. And isn't there
Good.
that old tale about it that it can last a year?
So it's very durable. It's a durable cheese food product, right?
Cheese
There's a
product.
supersized mouse somewhere very full.
Good job, folks. Hey, by the way, we're going to be cooking up some Velveeta cheese in the next hour if you all want to come back
Thank
I'll
you.
share.
to dip, if you'd like
willing to share.
All right. Great job, everyone.